What does it mean to hustle? As I continue my pursuit of self-improvement and filmmaking, one topic that I seem to keep coming across is hustle. And what does it really mean to hustle or to work hard? Now, usually when I think of the word hustle, I immediately think of someone like Gary Vaynerchuk, he's a big proponent of hustling, even working up to like 18, 20 hours a day to hustle, to grind, to follow your dreams, follow your passion, and to work hard in order to be successful. Now, for most people, this seems a little unrealistic. Like, how can you work 16, 18, 20 hours a day? When I really stop and think about it, I feel like that hustling isn't just for someone like Gary Vee or for entrepreneurs that have all the free time in the world to just work hard and chase their dreams. I sometimes feel like this is kind of lost for people that work to say the 9 to 5. I get this perception of people that work the 9 to 5 that you put in your 8 hours, you sleep 8 hours, and then you have another 8 hours left over for fun, for leisure, for activities, and it's time to have rest and relaxation. But I feel like you can also hustle if you are working a regular day job, as this is something that I'm doing and going through right now. As my filmmaking career and my pursuit of self-improvement has evolved over time, I am constantly trying to find new ways to improve myself, to be more efficient, to better use the time that I have, as time is very valuable and I'm trying to progress as fast as I can in pursuit of my dreams. Now, for filmmaking, this can be very time consuming because there's so many things to learn. There's types of cameras to learn, lenses, focal lengths, aperture, editing programs, Adobe, Lightroom, Photoshop, After Effects. Like, the list just goes on and on and on. And that doesn't even include like your speaking skills, like your ability to speak to the camera, or your filming ability, or your ways to communicate with clients, or all of these things that just come with learning how to be a filmmaker or a videographer. It's really hard and time consuming. And I think that if you don't hustle in the beginning, if you don't really put in the time and effort, it's just going to be really hard to get to where you want to go. To be perfectly honest, so far I have one paid gig and a plethora of unpaid gigs so far. So I spent hours upon hours filming and editing and releasing content to make a total of $206, which seems like nothing, but the main driving factor is not money, it's passion and progress. I feel like I'm addicted to the improvement I'm making in my everyday ability in filmmaking. Every day I'm learning how to use my camera in better and more efficient ways. I'm capturing shots that I wasn't able to catch before. My creativity is like on a whole new level. There's just these things that I see when I'm out filming that are just slowly getting better. If you are a struggling filmmaker or artist, I think it's really important to reflect on yourself and see what you really want or where you are in your career right now. As of myself personally, I'm pretty much at the bottom. Like I said, I have only a handful of gigs that I've done, handful of videos and clients that I've worked for. And I'm starting to realize that the hustle and the grind and putting in the time is really, really important to jumpstart your career or whatever your dream or goal is. Currently, I do work a regular day job where I spend 40 hours of the week working for a company completely unrelated to filmmaking, YouTube, or videography, which is fine. It helps you take care of your responsibilities, your bills, your obligations to your family financially, and that's fine. But that doesn't mean you can't hustle. And this has really made me realize how important your time is and how you really need to set your priorities and goals. Not having enough time or not having enough money isn't a valid excuse. If you really want something, there's always enough time. There's always a way you'll find more time, or you'll always find a way to get more money. I remember times where I have friends that are too busy with work, with school, with family, with their girlfriend or boyfriend, but then say a sporting event comes up and they find the time to go there, Or say like the new iPhone comes out and they're broke, and then next week all of a sudden they had the new iPhone. They found a way to get the money in order to purchase what they wanted. And I feel like this is the same thing when it comes to chasing your dream or being an entrepreneur or whatever your pursuit in life is. There will always be enough money, and you can always find enough time if you really, really want it. I think that in the beginning, whenever you're starting something out, the learning curve is going to be pretty steep, but I think you can kind of expedite the process if you put in as much time and effort as you can. Obviously, you don't want to get burned out, and you still want to produce quality content, but there's something to be said to working hard and really grinding it out and improving your skills, as there are some days where I get little to no sleep at all. I'll work, I'll go to the gym, I'll film and edit a video, and then before I know it, it's time to go back to work. And there's just been these crazy sleepless days where I've just had to grit my teeth and push through. I know that this isn't the healthiest thing that you can do, but I think there's something to be said about really grinding it out, going through the struggles, and doing what's hard. As I think this is the best way you can improve your craft. It doesn't have to be all at once. You can't learn everything about videography or filmmaking all in one day. There's just way too many things you need to learn, to master, to go through, and it's very time consuming. But by working hard every single day and hustling and really grinding it out, you're giving yourself a chance to make these really small improvements every week, or maybe even every day. It could be something small. By the end of the week, you've learned 7 new things. In a month, you'll learn 30 new things. In 6 months, it could be 180. And then in a year, it'll be 365 new things or skills or little abilities that you've either learned or improved on. And all these little things kind of compound on top of each other. And in the long run, this is what will really make you successful. So if you are a struggling filmmaker out there, know that there's lots of people out there just like you. And keep hustling, keep working hard, keep grinding. Just keep throwing yourself out there. Keep throwing those darts at the wall, as eventually one of them are going to stick. If you're working free gigs, unpaid gigs, good, do it. And learn from it, get better. Maybe they'll lead to a paid one in the future. If it turns out poorly, learn from your mistakes to figure out what you did wrong, so next time you won't make that same mistake, and get better. And just like slowly just keep improving every single day. If you really want something, you'll find a way. And if you're willing to sacrifice for it, you'll find the time. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna cut it abruptly there. I'm just gonna keep babbling about working hard and grinding and all of that. Just stay consistent, work hard, don't be afraid to fail. Take care.